window, and I will send a question to the chat window, and I will answer you. Okay, so we've seen use cases, even more use cases. Healthcare. The last time I spoke with you, I told you about a doctor's handwriting, and this is not just saying, and it's the actual truth. Okay, so doctors' handwritings. Sorry, you're not supposed to say this. Doctors' handwritings are usually very, very, very bad. Okay, so with this, it can actually either is translating what the doctor has written to the patient, or is helping the doctor to understand the patient's record. So we can use it in the healthcare. It has massive use cases in healthcare, and another place where we can use it massively is education. Okay, so kids are happy, kids want to be happy, kids want to learn in very fun way. So we can do a lot of things and localize the content for kids to learn. Okay, so yes. Now, why would I use Azure AI Translator? Number one, it's powered by Microsoft. So we all love Azure services. We love the products that Microsoft is giving to us. It's powered by Microsoft and it's trusted by enterprises worldwide. There is continuous update to it. It's secure. It's compliant and is developer friendly. So I hope that at this point, I hope that at this point I have been able to introduce to you Azure AI Translator. Okay, I hope that I've been able to to share. Okay, so I hope that I've been able to share some knowledge with you with regards to Azure AI Translator. I'm not seeing any messages in the I'm not seeing any messages in the chat window, but if there is any message, I'm willing to take on the message. Okay, so let's finish the slide, and I think I have another meeting for another person that is coming up in 5 minutes. I'm so sorry we started very late, but don't worry. I'm going to wrap this up so that I don't eat into the time of the next speaker. Okay, so I think at this point, I would want to show you from Azure Portal. I'm going to share my screen in a very short while. Don't worry. I'm trying to open Azure Portal so that we can look into, we can look into, okay, just give me a minute. I think I'm on the wrong tab. Okay, just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, so I'm having problems logging into Azure. Just give me some few more minutes. Okay, so I think I'll just continue with the slide. Just give me a few more minutes so I can at least finish my slide. Okay, so I've told you why I would use Azure AI Translator. It's powered by Microsoft. It's trusted, but it's powered by Microsoft. It's amazing, and I'd like everyone to start using it today. Okay, so one of the easiest way to get started with any service like this will be the official documentation. Now, this is me telling you that just go to Google and search the official the official documentation, and you'll be able to get a lot of materials about this. And also it is easy to use. Okay, it is easy to use. It's embedded inside Azure AI services. I'm still trying to see. I think I have 5 more minutes or 4 more minutes. I'm still trying to see if I can log in into Azure Portal for you, so that you see that it's not it's not a big deal. Okay, so just give me a few minutes. I'm going to log in into Azure Portal. I'm going to show you how to access it from Azure AI services. Just a few minutes. Okay, so you're seeing my screen, I hope. Okay, I think you're seeing okay, so what I would do, I'll just type Azure AI services. Okay, type Azure AI services in the search bar, and it's among one of those services that Azure has provided under AI. So if you scroll down on the left-hand side, you will see here, Open AI search, computer vision, translator document. And in this particular case, we are talking about, okay? So if I click on translator, so if I click on translator, you can see this comes out. I'm going to create a translator, and yeah, I have 3 more minutes. Don't worry, I'm not going to eat into anyone's time. I'm just trying to show you these are things that you can do and build yourself. Okay, it's fun. It's fun working with Microsoft Cloud. Okay, so you're going to choose a resource group for it. You're going to choose your region. It can be empty. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it AI demo. It can be empty as well. I'm going to use the free one. Okay, so the name is already in use. I'm going to use any other thing. I'm going to use any other thing. Subdomain is already in use. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I've added some more zeros to that, and I'm just going to click review and create, just to show you that this can be done. Yeah. Okay, so we're almost there. Once you create this, yeah, it's creating, it's almost done. Okay, so like I said earlier on, you need to use the official documentation. Okay, Microsoft has provided amazing materials for us. So everything that you need in order to get started is in the official documentations. Okay, so I think while this is deploying, I'm going to stop sharing and search for the documentation. I'm going to show it to you. I only have 1 minute. Uh, okay. Okay. So just give me a minute, and I owe you the right to show you the official documentation. So Azure AI Translator, Azure AI Translator. Okay. Okay, so one thing we like about Microsoft is that the ease with which we can get started doing things. Okay, I'm not saying I hate other clouds, but I just feel that they've made a lot of things easy for us. Okay, so this is the official documentation that you're seeing here. Okay, and I've created my deployment. I can click on go to resource. Okay, I can click. I added it to this resource group, so you can see it here. I'm going to click on this. Okay, so from here we can start doing some cool stuff. Okay, we can start doing some cool stuff with regards to translations. Okay, but before I go, let's take a look at the documentation together. Okay, so get started. And I think I'm going to share this with you. Okay, so I think I opened the wrong. I think I opened the wrong document. Before class, somehow I had them open, but I had to restart my computer, and everything went away. Okay, but to cut the long stories that are not long short. Yeah, so Azure AI Translator helps you translate things in multiple languages. Okay, it makes life easy for a traveler. It makes life easy for a traveler. It also makes things easy for industry experts, especially if you are if you need a service that will stand as customer service, with regards to with regards to support, translating services, and all the other stuff. Okay, so I'm going to stop here, ladies and gentlemen. I know that my session was a little bit short. I apologize for the delays, but I hope that you gained a thing or two. I'll encourage you to interact with all members of the community. Myself, I'm Raphael Gab-Momoh. You can look for me on LinkedIn as Raphael Gabriels. Promise Uchechukwu is there as well. Imo Etok is there, and some other members of the community. We'll come back to you tomorrow again, because tomorrow, Global Azure AI, it's starting tomorrow. So I'm going to leave this session. I'll see you soon some other time. Bye-bye for now, guys. Okay, guys. So I've just been told that the next speaker it's not available yet. That I can talk to you. So what I'm going to do within the short time that I have is to the documentation and hopefully share that with you. So I'm going to first of all, Azure AI Translator, like I told you earlier on, Azure AI Translator. Okay, so life is easy in 2024. Anything that you're looking for, just search for it. Okay, now a few years back, 2 3 years back, with regards to anything that we were doing, you would with regards to anything that you would have to get a book. Okay, but I think sometime last year, Microsoft came and they even as a Microsoft authorized trainer, you won't believe that the places where we get our books from, everywhere they disabled all the books. Okay, Microsoft wants everything to be inside. Microsoft wants everything to be inside MS Len. Okay, Microsoft wants everything to be inside MS Len. So this is me telling you that any document regarding any service, you'll be expected to find it on MS Len. Okay, so no fancy books is MS Len. Okay, so I'm gonna share. At least you can work with this. Oh, there is no sound. Um, oh, okay. So I think the next person is ready. I don't know if you guys were not hearing me all along. Okay, so I'm going to drop, someone will help me post the documentation link. Ladies and gentlemen, here is where I drop it off. I hope that you gained a thing or two. Thank you for attending this session. Let's keep the discussions ongoing. Okay, it's the time for AI. I'm going to see you tomorrow during the Azure Global AI Conference. I'm going to hand it over to Korede. I'm going to hand it over to Promise Uche. It's a bye bye from me to you. Bye for now, guys.
All right, thank you very much, Raphael. I mean, that was an interesting session. I remember I myself spoke about one very interesting topic yesterday on AI translation services. All right. Anyway, we have even more amazing things and topics for you all today, and with us we have one of our outstanding community members who has been, doing quite a lot in this AI space, right? So, without further ado, I would like to welcome Korede Bilu or Korede Bashir on stage, right? Hello, Korede. How are you doing today? I think you will need to turn on your camera, Korede. Hello, Korede. Can you hear me? Wow. I think Korede is having some network issues. Hello, Korede, are you there? Let me see if I can reach him. Looks like Korede is having some network issues. and he is not able to communicate. Hello, Korede, are you there? All right, all right, all right. Okay. I mean, maybe before Korede comes in, hello, Korede. Did I just hear you? Hello, Korede, are you there? All right, all right. So before Korede comes in, I remember one of the things that was okay, Raphael, do you want to come in and probably complete your session? Right. I think Korede is having some issues and he's not able to communicate with us.
I think he's okay now. He said he just communicated with me. So let's wait for him. Let's wait for him first. Um, yeah, maybe if it doesn't come, we can turn this into an open discussion about AI. What do you think, Promise?
Sure, sure, definitely, definitely. Hello, Korede, are you there? Looks like Korede is having some oh, what will I say? Looks like he's having some network issues. Okay, Raphael, maybe we should go on, right? If possible, we can talk about what we started yesterday. I remember I was talking about the AI and its natural language processing, right?
Okay.
And hello, Raphael, was that
Yeah,
you?
I'm with you. I'm here.
Yes. So I remember yesterday I was presenting yesterday on AI and the its natural language processing capability. And in fact, I had an interesting demo session, right? An interesting demo session which made use of the Azure Translator service. I don't know if you've heard about that service, Rafael.
Of course, of course.
Awesome. So I did kind of what's the word? I did kind of install the service on Azure. I kind of created the service and I was running some script, right? I was running a Python script yesterday, and for every English word I posted, I could actually translate it, right? I
Wow.
could actually translate it to I tried Germany, I tried German, I tried
Mm.
Isuzulu, I tried Igbo. Yes, you are able to translate to Igbo with the Azure Translator service. Maybe that is something I should actually demo, right? Maybe that is something I should actually demo. Let me share my screen. Give me a moment.
Not a
And I
problem.
think I would demo that because due to the time, the will I say the time was not enough, so I could not finish my demo session yesterday. But maybe let me go
It,
ahead
it's
and
it's similar to what I talked about, though. So for anyone that could not catch it yesterday, will definitely catch it today.
all right. So I was kind of actually intrigued by it because for me it was interesting understanding. The word I would use is like it's more like you understanding what is happening behind the scenes. So
Mm.
I'm sure most people use the Microsoft Bing and they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" Right? So maybe let's do some interesting thing about that. I'm opening the Azure portal now. Probably let me share my screen and then we could work with that. The Azure portal, yes. All right. Yeah, okay, sure. So I believe my screen should be Okay. Let me see what is going on. Oh, okay. Okay, probably let me go to my Outlook and yeah, I can be able to launch the portal service from here. So beautiful, right? So what I was doing yesterday was I think I would need to turn on. So I made use of the Azure Machine Learning Studio, right? And I really really enjoyed it. It was pretty much interesting. In fact, I did go on to develop like some new services, right? So, but I mean, let me probably give some insight into what I'm doing. So, what we want to do, right, is we want to be able to deploy a translation service in Azure that is going to help us do some kind of translation of whatever we want to do, right, into or whatever language we have into maybe Igbo language. We could even try Yoruba language or Hausa language, right? I think that would be really really fun. But the first thing we need to do is we need to create a translator, right? In order to do that, we would probably need to choose a resource group.
You
Okay,
know,
so
you know one funny thing, promise you. You know one funny thing in all this. I
yeah,
think people don't realize how easy it is to get started with this.
yeah, I mean, like a lot of people they keep thinking this is difficult, but it's not that difficult as we think. I think it's pretty much easy. We just need to understand what how to go about it.
Hmm.
I think that's what is kind of really really needed. Once you understand how to go about it, then I think you're okay. Because trust me, they say the people who are going to be out of jobs are not the people who what's the word? Not the people who use the AI service. The people who actually make some effort to learn that
Yeah.
would actually, you know, keep their jobs. Because I mean, you don't want to be in such a situation where you are being asked to do something about AI or speak or say something about AI, and then you have
Yes.
no idea. So please, I'm encouraging everyone to put in some effort to learn something about AI. Trust me, pretty much very very interesting. All right, so what I've just done now is to create a translator service, right? To do that, all you need to do is you go into the Azure portal, search for translator, right? And then you can fill in the required details. Maybe I should just explain while this is going on. So of course, all you need to do is just come here, right? And if you want to create, you just need to fill in these details, probably put in your subscription, the region, and it's always for the region. It's good you make use of a central region, right? A central region that is really really available. I think that is very very important because otherwise you might experience some errors. Now you need to give it a unique name and also a pricing tier, right? So you can pick any one of the available pricing tier from the region. So in this particular session, I'm making use of Central US, and you can see all of the pricing tiers you can make use of. So here's our service is ready now. As you can see, our translator service is ready. Now, let's see how to make use of this. If you all remember yesterday, one of the interesting things we did was we worked on some tutorials, right? I remember sharing the tutorial links here, but for those who may be wondering, oh, what tutorials were that? Yeah, this was the tutorial we worked on. Quite interesting tutorial, I must say. I had fun. I had fun doing this by myself, right? So here's the link for the tutorial, right? So generally, what we want to do is we would make use of the translator service here, and we will translate some language. Of course, with the use of some script, right? We will do that. But the idea is this. this is you want to first of all ensure that you install this, right? PIP install request and UUID, and then you can copy this script to your environment. Now, on this script, what you need is the key generated from your what? From your translator service. That's what you need. Let me make this a bit bigger. Yeah. So what you need here generally is the key from your translator service. So you would come here, you will come to your translator service which you have created, and you go under, I think is resource, yeah, under the resource management, and you see your key, right? So what you do is you copy this key, and you remember I told you I was making use of this environment, right? So this was the key I used yesterday. I deleted that instance, so I'm going to make use of a new key, right? And the endpoint is usually always given to you. The endpoint for text is what you see here on your translator service. This one, the text endpoint, right? So there is also that avenue for document translation, but today we are going to focus on the text translation, right? So the next thing we are going to do is this, right? We have this, then here we need to write what's the location of our server, right? Of our translator service. The location of our translator service is what? Central US. So we are going to come here, and then we are going to put what? Central US here, right? Good. We are going to put Central US here. Now we are going to run the script, right? Now we are going to run the script. So yes, let's see if this goes through. Wow. Wow. So we can see now that what we did here was to translate um, the word "I would really like to drive your car around the block" a few times. And here you can find it in French and it's Zulu, right? So you can see here it's in French and it's Zulu, right? And like I explained earlier, um, we can actually also put this in various languages, right? So in this time around, why don't we put it in the Igbo language? Yeah, Igbo language is a language which is it's common to Nigerians. It's a language of some parts of Nigeria, right? So let's try it in Igbo language and in the Yoruba language. Raphael, wouldn't that be fun?
Of course.
Yeah, so I want to get a shortcut for Yoruba language. I know Igbo is IG, right? So for Yoruba language, that should be
What
yeah.
if we do something in Pigeon after this?
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get the shortcut. What would the shortcut be? Yeah, the short form. Okay, it's YO. All right, it's YO. All right, so let's do this. So we are going to translate this from English to Igbo. Igbo is IG and Yoruba is YO, right? So now let's run our script again. Wow. Raphael, can you see this? So
Yeah.
here he says, I would really like to drive your car around the block a few times. In Igbo, it's ọ ga-amasị nkwọ ụgbọala gị gburugburu gị. And then in Yoruba, Raphael, can you pronounce this in Yoruba?
I can't see clearly actually.
Oh, do you want me to make it bigger for you?
Yeah, make it bigger, please.
Okay, so this is me making it bigger. So can you
Okay,
see
so
this text here?
yes.
Yoruba.
Ma afe lati wa oko ayo. Okay, so I don't know the exact word, but I know it's Yoruba. Okay, I know it's
Okay,
Yoruba. And you know, it's Yoruba is
Okay,
saying.
let's do something, Raphael. Let's use a simple English, right? Like,
Okay.
what is your name?
Okay.
Yeah, something just simple, right? And then let's translate in Igbo, Yoruba, and then let's see what happens. So you see here in Igbo it says Kedu Ahagi, right? And
Yeah.
in Yoruba it says Kini
Kini
Orukore.
Orukore. Whoa, it's perfectly accurate.
Wow, can you imagine this, right?
Promise, promise.
Imagine
Add
translating with your
pigeon to it.
Python
Add
service.
pigeon to it.
Okay, then the beautiful thing about this is that we can also have it in German. So let's do this. You can see German is DE, if I'm not mistaken, and French is what other? Let's try Chinese, right?
Or Afrikaans.
Okay, let's try Chinese. Let's see the short form of. Okay, I think Chinese is CHS. So let's try CHS. Yeah, then let's see. Let's see what happens, right? Oh, okay. Looks like I didn't get that for Germany. Let me
Okay.
see Germany.
So the short forms must be exactly accurate. Yeah?
Yeah, the short forms must be exactly accurate. I thought it was DE for Germany. Okay, I think I'm right for Germany, but looks like it was Chinese that was the issue. Whoa, okay. Okay, so let's try this again. Looks like there's some issue with this. Okay, I think, okay, let me try this. IG. Okay, so like I was telling you, right? I think it was Chinese. I don't have the shortcut for Chinese, but if you see here, this has been translated to German,
Wow.
right? This has been translated to German. Let me see if I can see anything for Africans. Yeah, you said Africans, right?
Mm.
Hmm. Short code.
Um, by now you should be speaking some German, at least basic level. So pronounce it
Okay,
just
I
like
think Africans is AF, right? So maybe let's put AF here, AF, and let's see. Wow. So you see, this is Africans. What is your name, your name? I
wow.
wish this service has an audio to help pronounce this, right? So one of the other exercise I wanted us to try was the transliterate service, right? So
Okay.
I remember talking about this yesterday, and I was like, I gave them an assignment to do, which was to try out the transliteration, right? So for you to try out the transliteration, here is what we want to do. So you can see here, the text here is, hello friend, what did you do today? So we would do something similar like we did, right? But this time around, we are, you see, the core operation of the translator service is to translate text. In this section, you build a request that takes a single source from and provides two outputs to. Then we review some parameters that can be used to adjust both the request and the response, right?
Okay.
So you can see what this is about. So in this case, let's copy this code and let's paste in our code block here, right? So we do the same thing like we did here. We copy the key, right? And we come here. Okay. We come here, we put in our key, right? And we also leave the endpoint the way it is. For the location, we do the same thing and we copy this. We do the same thing and we copy this for the location. Right. So now we have this, right? So now let's run our script and let's see what happens. Now you can see this, right? It's it's hello, hello friend, what did you do today? Right? This now has been translated to SW. And what's the short form for SW? Let me confirm that. What language is that? What language is SW? Swahili.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Swahili is SW. And let's see for IT, what language is IT? Mm. Okay, what language code is IT? Oh, IT is for Italian. So, I mean, you can imagine we had translating this from hello friend, what did you do today? From to what? Swahili and also Italian, right?
Hello, Rafiki. No, I want to read it out. It looks interesting.
Okay, give it a shot.
I think hello, Rafiki. Okay, that's the only thing I could get there. But it looks it's actually it did something. Yeah,
Interesting, interesting.
it did
Well,
something.
I want to try the Italian. It's like Sao amico cosa hai fatto oggi. Well, I'm sure that it didn't sound as much as an Italian would do that, but I mean that was fair enough. The next thing we want to try here is this. Yeah, you can see this is what it gives you, right? And then we have another script, right? We have another script. This time around, I think what it does, yes, let's copy this script. Here it says detect source language during translation. If you don't include the from parameter in your translation request, the translator service attempts to detect the source text in the response. In the response, you get the detected language and a confidence score. The closer the score is to 1.0 means that there's an increased confidence that the detection is what is correct. So now let's come here and see if our translation service is able to detect what language that is. So let's copy our key and then we have it here. And then let's also copy the location and we have it here. All right, so now let's see. We don't have, so if you look at the difference between these two, is that you notice we have a from English to what? Swahili and Italian. But now we want the we want the translation service to find out what language this is before it does the translation to English and Italian, right? So now let's run our code and let's see what happens. Now you can see that it was able to detect the language, that the language here in translation, it's English, and this is the score. It says what? Translations, hello this, right? And this. So now it says this is what it was able to detect this as English. But for me, I don't think this is correct, although it's got a translation score of 1.0. Raphael, is this
Mm.
English to you?
No, it's not. It's not. It's I think it's Afrikaans or Swahili that we worked on
Exactly.
the other time.
So that means the AI wasn't able to, the translation service wasn't able to get what the source was from, right? So let's see what
Yes.
happens here. Wow. So you see, it says it detected Swahili here, and the score was zero point 0.8. in here, it was able to translate it to English. But if you look at here, my translation service wasn't able to. Okay, let's clear the output and let's try again and let's see if the translation service will do a better job this time. Wow, no, 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 this is wrong. It didn't work out. Okay, let's try the next text. Now, the next text is for the next exercise is for the translation service to be able to detect the language without translation. So let's say you type in something here and let's see if the translation service is able to detect the language. So let's copy this script and then we come here, we paste this. As usual, we get our key. And as usual, we get the location. All right, now let's run this and let's see if the translation service is able to detect the language. Is translation supported true? Is transliteration supported false? Language is DE and score is 1.0. So what it's saying is that it was able to translate this and it was able to find out what language this was and it detected it to be German. German. It detected it to be German. So let's see if our own translation service coincide. Oh, awesome. So we can see
Nice.
that we got the same result here, right? So let's see what the next exercise is. Um, the next exercise is supposed to be from TH to Latin. Hello, friend, what did you do today, right? So transliterate during translation. If you're translating into a language that uses different alphabets or phonemes than your source, you might need a transliteration. In this example, we translate hello from English to Thai. In addition to getting the translation in Thai, you get a transliteration of the translated phrase using the Latin alphabet. So, guys, I mean, this is quite an interesting exercise here for everyone to do. Unfortunately, we are out of time, but I would love you all to practice with this. All you need is this link, which I am sharing to you right now, and then you need a subscription in Azure. You need a subscription in Azure, and you need to set up maybe like an Azure Machine Learning Studio notebook. And in the notebook, you can configure your settings and create a translation service. I hope you guys are able to learn one or two things today. And of course, I remain none other than Promise Nwachukwu, your, will I say, your favorite Azure Microsoft MVP. And on the session today, I had with me none other than Raphael, who is
Yep,
also
yep.
an awesome Microsoft MVP. And today, we Raphael spoke about AI and its translation services, and then I gave a short demo on how you can use your translation service to what transliterate text. Right? I mean, isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome, Ravel?
Yes, it is. Promise, I'd like you to remind them that we have an amazing lineup of speakers for tomorrow and would like them not to miss the event.
Yes, guys, we have an awesome event tomorrow. Yeah, the Global AI Bootcamp. It's coming up tomorrow. I don't know if you have registered, but in case you haven't, this is a wake up call for you to go register for the session tomorrow, and also endeavor to participate. If you are looking for information regarding this, you could check out our LinkedIn page. You will definitely see the advert on that and the registration link as well. So I want to believe that I'm going to see you all there tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully we will. Um, At this point in time, I would like to say thank you for coming on the show today, and thank you for taking the spare time to learn one or two things about Azure, right? And AI services. So, yeah, this is me saying goodbye and see you all tomorrow. Bye bye, all.